This is verse 30 of the 19th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus is wrapping up his conversation concerning the rich young ruler, the difficulty with which wealthy people enter, and yet at the same time giving assurance to his disciples that they who have left the earthly enjoyments behind for the sake of following Christ are going to receive much more. And indeed, Jesus adds the final comment that anyone who leaves the comforts of this world for the sake of the kingdom will receive much more. And with that, we reach this final verse, which on the face of it doesn't seem quite to fit, and many commentators think it actually is actually more appropriately tied to the parable that Jesus tells in the next chapter, the beginning of the next chapter, than to conclude the one we're looking at. I'll leave that to your own judgment, but the verse itself is somewhat proverbial. Jesus uses it more than once in various contexts. So we have poloi. This is the plural adjective. This means many. Postpositive da, but many. Esontai, third person plural, future, active indicative of eimi. So many there will be, or there will be many. Protoi, adjective, means first. This is the nominative, plural, predicate nominative, going with esontai. Many first, eskatoi. This is the implied verb is will be. So many firsts will be lasts. The plural here, and kai eskatoi, the lasts, will be first. It's generally taken to be a warning on Jesus' part that don't judge things entirely by appearances. That sometimes those people who seem to be excelling so much in this life, we may be surprised to find out that they're at the end of the line in the next one, and vice versa. And so we should be primarily concerned about our own faithfulness in our service to Christ, and not trying to evaluate others and what their particular relative status might be. So the warning applies in several different contexts, and here, as I say, it may more appropriately be tied to the story that's going to come at the beginning of the next paragraph, or the next chapter.